Don't build house, build business. What do you mean by that?
Still believe that once you build house, you buy car, and you do some certain things, you have arrived. That alone puts so much pressure on some of the starter.
You said something about looking at religion and society values that in a way it can affect business growth.
Every action you take in business, it will become a precedent that people will follow, that other people will surely follow. When somebody did something wrong, instead of you to hold that person accountable for that thing, because of your religion belief and your pastor, your imam, everybody come and start begging you, please forgive, please look at, you forgive that person. Surely somebody is watching. Another person will still do that. Continuously like that. Before you know, the business will die.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another interesting episode with Isiaka Animasahun. Isiaka Animasahun is a business coach and a financial coach. He's also the MD CEO of Annie's Group of Company. Welcome to another episode, Isiaka Animasahun.
Thank you for having me.
So, how do you feel today? How are you doing in this business environment now in Nigeria?
Well, we are coping. We are navigating through.
All right, you're an expert, so we should expect that wealth of experience, to be able to navigate the business environment in Nigeria. So, welcome. We would like to dive into today's discussion. On today's episode, we'll be looking at financial morals, whereby we'll be diving into religion and society values and the way it affects business. Without much ado, I would like you said something in one of your conversation online that don't build house, build business. What do you mean by that?
Okay, thank you for having me once again. Good afternoon, viewers. I said it in one of my videos, not even one, in series of my videos, on the need for the entrepreneurs to prioritize building their business rather than house. We have major issues in our society. So what are the issues we have in our society? The issue is that society believes that once you build house, you buy car, and you do some certain things, you have arrived. That alone puts so much pressure on some of the starter. And when they're supposed to start building their business small to the level whereby they can say yes, they have arrived, they will now go and start making wrong decisions and building a house. Some of them are not disciplined to the extent that they will have to delve into their capital, main capital, and start investing it on the house that will amount to nothing to them or to their business when by the time their business face the financial crisis. As at the time when they're supposed to focus, they plug in back the profit on the business and build the business to certain level whereby they can say yes, this business is getting to a certain level where they can attract financial institution or an individual to get financial support. So they will not do that and go and do. So as a result of that, so majority of entrepreneurs are dying. So and because of this, we need to talk to people on what they have to hold on their mind, that they thought this is the success. Once we have achieved this, we have arrived. So that is why I keep emphasizing that building house at the beginning of the business is a major, it causes a lot of crisis for majority of entrepreneurs.
Oh, fantastic. Good to know that. So you're of the opinion that they should build their business for before building in house.
Sure. Because the kind of house they will build when their business have not arrived is not even the kind of house that will satisfy them at certain level. So why are they putting them under pressure? I'm fortunate to have opportunity to talk to different people. I know their financial. I know why majority of them have financial challenges, and in the course of my conversation with them, I discovered that The money they are looking for elsewhere, they've made it. Why they made the wrong decision with it, which majority of them fall within that, okay, building house when they're supposed to focus on their business.
All right, thank you for that fantastic response. I think that's very laudable, and a lot of people will be blessed at home with such response from you. I would also like to dive into some of your conversation online. You said something about religion, which baffles me. I would like you to throw more light to that. You said something about looking at religion and society values, that in a way it can affect business growth. How, what do you mean by that? Or how do you think this can affect business growth or growth mindset?
You know, we are Africans, and as Africans, majority of things we hold, I mean, that we think about the way we were, our mentality were configured. If we want to move forward in business, we need to first of all do a kind of reset. We need to unlearn many things and learn many things. I'm an entrepreneur, as you know, and I'm an employer of people. I have employed different people based on business principle and religion, belief. So I discovered that the religion, those you employ through the religion belief, few disappointed you more than those you actually employ based on business principle. Because, okay, take for instance, business believe that there should be consequence for every actions. Why in religion we preach forgiveness for every action. And every action you take in business, it will become a precedent that people will follow, that other people will surely follow. When somebody did something wrong, instead of you to hold that person accountable for that thing, because of your religion belief and your pastor, your imam, everybody come and start begging you, please forgive, look this, look at, you forgive that person. Surely somebody is watching, and that person will still do that thing. Continuously like that. Before you know, the business will die. So that is number one thing. Business believe that every action that anybody, because every member of the organizations have their responsibility to discharge, and they should be accountable for that responsibility that they were scheduled with. So now, when there is no consequence for action, the problem has already set in. So that organization has already lost its own identity. Everybody will just be coming and do whatever they like and go. So that has killed a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses. So because we need to understand that if we are to move forward as a business in Africa, as Nigeria, let me narrow it down to our home. So we need to address some certain issue that cause the death of majority of entrepreneurs. Number one major thing that carry the major weight is the issue of finance. Why the number two thing is the management of people. There is no how you want to do without dealing with people, without managing people. So when there is no consequence for an action, there should be a problem. Another thing that makes some people misbehave in business because of religion, their religion believe in contentment. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you achieve certain some milestone, religion believe that okay, fine, it's okay, you have arrived, you need to give, do the thanksgiving, do all sort of things, show the appreciation and all. And many people who doesn't have that growth mindset will believe that yeah, at that stage they have arrived and start celebrating when they're supposed to see that as an avenue to grow again. So business believe in growth while religion believe in contentment. And a lot of things that religion preaches for us that is not really applicable in business. So that is why it is essential that for any business people that want to grow have to first of all put their religion aside. Look at majority of the great businessmen today, they are totally capitalists. They are not religious. So even I said it in that my video, if you listen to it very well, even the business of religion management itself is not being governed by religion, it's being governed by business principle. That's why you see them when pastor misbehave, they will sanction the pastor. When workers in the church misbehave, they will sanction that worker. Why can't they, forgive that person and let that slice under the carpet and continue that way. So that is to tell you that business and religion, they are two different things.
Fantastic response from you, Isiaka Animasahun. Thank you for that response. It's very laudable, and I think I picked something, and I know people also pick one or two lessons from that. Let's also look at the issue of family, which you also mentioned in one of your video. That's involving family in business is a good place to start as an entrepreneur. I will feel, or I'm of the opinion that the society we are, people really want to separate family from business because of some of the glitches that come along the line. So, what's your thoughts?
Okay, we have different type of people within the family, circle. So I said it in that my video that once you want to start a business, I said it that it's a very tasking journey. At that stage, you yourself cannot ascertain the success of that business. You need to, it is not the picture is not really clear to you because the business is at the stage of conceptualization. When you do that, so you don't know, it's just like a dream that you want to, make real. So at that time, you know, to make dream come real involves a lot of work. So at that time, even you yourself cannot categorically say that in the next 3, 4, 5 years, this is where this business will be. So why at that time when you employ somebody from outside to come and join you in that business that you do yourself doesn't know the bearing, and you expect somebody to come and put his own career as well on the pipeline, so that it can be very very difficult. Remember that stage you don't have the money to attract staff. That stage you don't have the influence. That stage you don't have the competitive advantages in the market. At that stage, you never know. You are just using. You don't have any data to work with. It's basically is based on your opinion at that time. So to grow business, then when you have a family member, especially the younger ones, that you think that yes, these people they have not formed their own character. So once they have not formed their own, it is an avenue for you to draw such people closer and see how you can do this together. I could remember when I started my business first in 2018. So what make it easy for me then, despite the fact that first in 2008, what made it easy for me then was that I have a brother that is managing the business while I was schooling. So when I go to school, I will not have problem because I am very sure that yes, my brother is there and is equal to the task at home. So when I get back home in the weekend, then I will see whatever they do. That was possible because I have my brother there. If as at that time, maybe throughout a week, they may not even make any sales. I get what I'm saying? They may not make any sales. But because my brother is there, he has nowhere to go. So he has to like oversee it, continue enduring this and that as at that. So it make it easy to at least bet that business to when we begin to break even and begin to earn money. So the same thing applicable when I moved to Lagos and started my business in 2013. My first staff then was my brother also, followed by my wife before we begin to introduce outsider into it. So it is can be very difficult at the beginning for you to see an outsider that will believe in your vision compared to your brother, younger one that you have influence over, that you can easily turn to where you want to turn them to and make sure that okay, let them see this thing, let them understand where you are going. Fine, you might be lucky and see one among them and continue with them. I said it and I will emphasize it that it's good to start with them rather than bringing them in when the business has already arrived. Because as at that time when your business have already grown, the sense of entitlement will have been there, and the brother that you're supposed to bring in as at that time will have another orientation entirely from somewhere else. So by that, the money he's seen will overwhelm him and they may start misbehaving. That's why it is ideal that when you start with them, grow with them, so that they will understand that this is how it grows, then how you guys can succeed So that is my stand on that.
Well, fantastic. Thank you for your time. That's great response from Isiaka Animasahun.